Hello everyone, this is Scott Banda from FloorCloud, and this is a demonstration of our desktop application with a focus on our newest function, report generation, which we're really excited about because we know it'll save everyone a lot of time. It's very simple and intuitive to use. So like our mobile application, this is very clean, very simple, and intuitive. Down the left-hand side, you'll see a list of the projects, but you'll also see some photos of each project, which is something new we're adding also to our mobile application. On the right here, you'll see the status of sensors, the number of sensors on each project, and whether their alerts are active or past. Across the top, you'll see these tabs, projects, which we're on now, people, the people that are on the project. This is where you can assign people and change their level of access from foreman to project manager. Products, where you can pre-populate products from our database of over 5,000 products, and reports. But let's jump into the Brigham Hospital. And again, this looks very familiar to our mobile. This shows our active sections that are being monitored, and then sections that have been set up in the system but are not yet monitored or were monitored in the past. In the center here, you see a high-level look of the real-time ambient conditions. Below that are the products that have been assigned to this project. We click on this tile here, and we come over to more detail with ambient temperature, relative humidity, and dew point. All this is very similar to mobile. And then, of course, the status of our alerts on the project are present as well. Let's move to the report generation feature now. This is a list here of all the reports that have been generated on this project. So let's click on Create Report. You'll see the new report settings block appear. In the middle here, we would like a weekly report. We're also building in daily, monthly, and the ability to select a date range. We define or assign the project. We're going to do this for the Brigham Hospital. The section, and choose the floor 2 lobby, and the week. Let's take the week 26. We hit continue. This is now showing us all of the content that's in the job file assigned to the floor 2 lobby for this week. Sometimes people may choose to just take photos or add notes while walking the project and not assign it specifically to a section. If that's the case, you check this box here, and this says display events not connected to any section. And as you see here, we've pulled out a couple other photos from the job file that were captured during this week. Now what we do is we go in here and we toggle on the content that we want automatically populated in the report. Okay, we hit generate report. This pops up the report settings, which allows us to really set up the report cover page. So you'll see here the report name is pre-populated as a weekly job site conditions report. But you can modify this if you want. And I'm going to say from Scott Banda. And then we're going to have the general contractor and architect information listed on the cover page. If you don't want them, you can just uncheck it. Select the time zone. I happen to be in Boston, so this is Eastern Daylight Time. And then there's a summary section here where you could write several pages of content, but we're just going to write a little statement here for demonstration purposes. Here is the weekly update report. We hit generate report. It's in progress. What this is doing is it's also going to the database, and it's pulling out all the data for the ambient conditions that were captured during that 7-day period as well. And we'll show you where that comes into play as I go through the report. We download the report, opens over here as a PDF, and there it is. Very professional looking report. The contractor's company name will appear here. The title is in the middle. You can see how I modified it to say from me. The name of the project, the time frame that we are operating in, the 7-day period, the name of the general contractor, the architect, and the description. And again, we just typed a short phrase, but basically this could be pages of content if you'd like. Here's where the data that was pulled from the database is compiled into a 7-day graph for temperature, humidity, and dew point. Below that, we show the percentage of time that each product was in or out of the manufacturer's specifications. And as we scroll down further through the report, we can see the criteria that we selected from the job file automatically populated here, from photos to some of the other notes. One of the things I'd just like to point out that can save a lot of time is every time you capture a photo, take another 30 seconds and basically attach a note to that, because that will automatically populate here and save a lot of time when you are ready to run your report. We know from contractors that have used this function that you can save hours of time in creating reports, and it'll help your team look very professional with all the key stakeholders on the project. So we're looking forward to talking to you about this, and really excited about finally launching this feature. Thanks a lot.